Good morning, everybody. I hope you all are well and fine. And I welcome you all for this session. And let's begin now. Let's have a few participants joined in. And by that time, let me share my screen. And yeah, so you all know the agenda. Today we are meeting for learning and exploring Linux, and that too from scratch. So we'll be learning Linux from very basic, very beginning. And we will be exploring an operating system that is called as CentOS. So uh, let me just do the initial setup, and those who are joined, they can confirm me that whether you are able to see the setup or not, whether the screen is visible. You can confirm me on voice part if you are able to hear me, and then we can start in a minute's time. So yes, so let me just share the screen. Yeah, so I have just shared my screen, and yeah, so we are on the presentation part. Yeah, so let me just get confirmation from those who have joined. So once again, good morning, everybody. Let's begin in, yes, so let's begin in a minute or so. Okay, so I think my screen is visible. Yes, even I am testing here. Okay, yeah, so it is visible. Fine. All right, yeah. So we have five people who are here, and yeah, so you can just confirm me if the voice is clear and if you are able to see the screen clearly. Let me just make it full screen. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. Okay, so we can start now. Let me just begin and yeah, so once again, good morning, everybody. So Linux from scratch, we are talking today. So let's start. Yeah, so what is Linux? We'll start from here. So Linux is an operating system. You must be aware of operating systems, and I believe each one of you are at least aware of Windows operating system. Windows is very much user friendly, and we all have been using it since very long years. And even a very common public, they are very much aware of the Linux Windows operating system. Unlike Windows, we have another family of operating systems. Now you can see that Windows is one operating system, but here I'm talking about a family of operating system. Okay, just think like in your family, you have your parents, your father, your mother, your siblings, your sisters, maybe your brothers. Okay, so that means in a family you have different people. Similar way, if we talk about Linux, so in Linux we have different operating systems. So Linux is not one operating system, but rather, as I'm saying, it is a family of operating systems. I will be telling you. For now, let me tell you that Cent operating system, the CentOS, it is one of the operating systems under Linux. Okay. Similar way, you might have heard of Red Hat operating system. So Red Hat operating system is another operating system which is coming under the family of Linux. Here, another term is Unix-like. If you read the definition on my screen, you will see that Linux is a family of open source Unix-like operating systems based on the Linux kernel. So here the important keywords are Linux is a family of. So that I explained to you. Open source means you don't have to pay for the licenses of Linux. They are free. The license is freely available for anyone and everyone to use. Unix like. So Unix is another family of operating systems which is basically licensed and you need to pay for the license. So the difference between Linux and Unix, one of the primary difference is that Unix is managed by companies and it is given as a product, as a licensed product. So they charge for it. And Linux is open source. It is freely available, mostly under GPU, general public license. Okay, it is available. It was named under the person that is Linus Torvalds, and it was during the year September 17, 1991, when the first Linux operating system kernel was developed. Okay, so from there only this basically name came Linux. The name which we are able to see, it came from the Linus, that person's name. Now, in the whole family, there's so many flavors, so many operating systems. So we call them as Linux distributions. Okay. So it is coming as a package, and one package we call it as one distribution, another package we call it as another distribution. So whatever different packages we have, like I told, CentOS is one. Okay, another is another one we have is Fedora, we have Ubuntu. So all these are different packages. Okay, so I believe the Linux part is clear. It is a family of open source Unix-like operating systems. Now let's move ahead. Here we have certain components. We have a bootloader, we have a kernel, we have init system, daemons, graphical server, desktop environment, and applications. So these are the components which make an operating system. So in Linux also we have a bootloader. So when we start an operating system, that time this component is used. Kernel is the foundational component which actually help us to interact with the hardware. You understand that you have a PC or you have a laptop or even you have mobiles. So each of these devices, they have hardware, right? Your memory is there, your hard disk is there, storage is there, and then you can see that there is a processor as well. So all these things are managed by kernel. So kernel manages the interaction between hardware and your user interface. Okay, so it manages those calls or functions. Then init system is there, daemons is there, are there, graphical server is there. Okay, so all these are required. So many processes are there. Daemons are basically different processes which we require to run that particular system. Okay, so for example, if you want to run a software, for that particular software you will install, let's take very simple example which time permits, I'll demonstrate also. Let's say you want to configure Java and you want to run some Java applications, or you want to develop some Java applications. So you need to install Java package or Java software into your Linux, and you can see that whether the Java process is running or not. You can call that process as daemon also. So we can call them as daemons or processes. In Windows also, if you open up the task manager, you'll be able to see that in the task manager we have different services running. Okay, so those services are your daemons. Graphical server is basically for representation, and desktop is like Windows, we have a lot of the whole GUI, and we are able to navigate with the help of mouse, and it is very easy. Similar way, Linux initially it was only working on shells and terminals, but yes, for common people, for normal public to be able to be used, so the desktop GUI version is also there. So there is a software basically which gives you the whole interface into graphical user interface. We normally call it as one project is Genome, which is one of the very popular and which is being used by most of the Linux distros. Then we have certain other applications. So like one example I gave you, Java. Similar way, whatever, like you want to do development, you can install IntelliJ, Eclipse, NetBeans. So whatever software you want, you can install them separately. We have applications like basic native applications, like we have G-editor is there, or we have some monitoring application is there. So those are basically applications. Now let us move ahead. Now, Linux has got many versions, and these versions can be used by a user which is a beginner as well as somebody who is a very expert. So we have so many flavors in Linux. Okay, now you can call these distributions or flavors simply as distros, and you can download these from the respective websites, and you can directly install it if you have an ISO file, or you can put it into a USB, make it bootable, and you can install it, put it into another such drive and make it bootable and run it. Okay, it is very simple to download and burn it on a disk, or burn it on some USB drive and set it up into our machines. Here you can see some of the popular distributions. We have Linux Mint, we have Solus, we have Manjaro, we have Fedora, Debian, OpenSUSE, CentOS. These are some Ubuntu. These are some popular Linux distributions. And if you really want to go, let's visit this particular website, DistroWatch. So here you can see whatever releases we have. Here you can see that to 2021-05-22. So date-wise, all the releases have been given. Okay, so there are many flavors. You can just go to this website and read about them. Go to their respective websites, download them, configure them, and explore them. Okay, it will be really interesting for you guys to do this. So here you can see NTX is there, Laka is there, Red Hat is there, eLive is there. Gecko Linux is there, NetBSD. So many you are able to see. So all of them, they don't become so popular, okay, but yes, so they have upper hand on some or the other domain. So you can visit here and you can have a look at these distributions. Now, this much is enough introduction about Linux. Now let us actually go and try to explore it. For that purpose, I have a VMware software. I believe you are aware of VMware software. And here I have configured two VMs. One is a desktop version of it, and another is a minimal version where we can explore it with the help of terminal. So I'm putting them on. Okay, you can see that I have just clicked on them and I have clicked the power on button. So they are getting started. So once they will start, I will introduce you more about them. And before that, let me take you here back on the presentation part. So whenever you will set up or install a Linux operating system, at that particular time, you have a choice. The choice is either you go for a GUI or you go for a terminal or minimal installation. If you install a GUI, you can see here that you will get the terminal also. You will get the screen. Okay, look at this screen. Let me highlight this for you. So yes, so this the first screen, the graphical user interface. This is a GNOME project. So if the GNOME is installed in a Linux file system, Linux operating system, then at that particular time we get the whole desktop. We get some menus over here, and we get icons on the desktop. We can open up different applications, and we have tabs on you can see below of the this particular screen. So it is exactly like how we have experienced on Windows operating system. But the second case is, let's say if you don't want this GUI, and probably if you are very good with Linux, you can go with the command line interface. You can go with the minimal installation of the Linux, and you will get a command line interface like this. So you will have to log in. You can see that here I have put the login password and login user ID and password, and then I have started to explore the Linux operating system. So these are the two ways. One is you will get a desktop GUI version, another is the minimal version. Now I'm going back to my VM. So you can see that this machine is open and it is asking for login. And the second machine, if you see, this is still getting opened up. So let's just start with the minimal version. By the time this will also get opened. So here in the minimal version, I will type my login user ID and password. So my user ID is root, and I'm putting the password over here. So if I type the password here, you will see that the password is not visible. This is for security purpose, that it doesn't display whatever you are typing. Even it doesn't display star, star, star as well. Okay, so this is again a good thing that it doesn't display those things. I've just pressed enter, and you can see that last login, it is telling me Saturday, May 18, 42, 59. So last login it is telling me, and it has successfully allowed me to log in. So this is how you can log in. And here you can read. Let me allow you to read here. So you can read here that it is written root at the rate localhost. So this root at the rate localhost means root is the username and localhost is my host name. Users, a machine can have multiple users. Like in Windows operating system, we have, if you are using it for your family, so you may have your own account. Your sibling may have his or her own account. Similar way, here you can have multiple accounts in Linux as well. Let's say you are using for one particular purpose. Let's say you are using it for a PHP development environment. So you can create one user and you can log in into with that user, and you can just set up those tools and softwares which are required for PHP. Similar way, you can create another user and you can log in with that user, and you can set up, for example, in the second one, you want to set up a Python environment. So you can set up a separate Python environment with that particular user. So this is how you can create multiple users and you can work with different users. Second thing I told you, second thing, it is about the host name. Okay, so it is about host. So this local host is basically host name, and if you want, you can change this host name, but by default all the systems, they have the host name as localhost. Even if you open up a Windows, okay, Windows command line, okay, let me show you that as well. So here I'm just typing cmd and enter. So here also in here also in Windows, we have the host name as localhost. If I, yeah, so here it is not visible, that's fine. But here also the Windows machine's name is localhost by default. You can change it anytime. Now let me take you through this desktop version of it. So here you can see it has logged in here. Okay, because it does not require the password. Let me just log out and show you that if it would have required password, then how the screen would have been. So here you can see I'm just pressing the quit button and I'm doing log out from here, and I will get into a screen which will ask me the username and password. Okay, so this does not require, this training user does not require, therefore it is directly getting logged in into. So what I will do, I will again press quit and I will get into switch user, because there are other users which require password as well. So training user, it is not requiring the password, so it is directly getting logged in. So you can see a similar kind of window, this kind of window at the beginning. If you want to log in with the help of training user, you can just click on it. If you have another user, you can click on other, and here you can click, let's say I have another user as root, and I can click on login. It'll ask for the password and I'll type the password here. Let's say the password is training for this machine. I have put the password and it is allowing me to log in. Okay. So there is a message that you are currently trying to run as the root user. So it is giving you an information, as well as it is warning you that you are currently doing login as a root user. So this is a super user. It is specialized account that is not designed to run as a normal user or normal user session, because there are so many things you can do with the help of a root user. You have the highest privileges, therefore it is showing this to us. So I'm just closing this, and you can see here also we have desktop, we have applications, we have places, system, and we have some icons on the desktop. I'm not currently going to work as a root user, so I will just quit out of it and I will log out. So once I log out, then I will be able to log in with the help of training user. So here I will type the password TRAINING training and unlock. I'm again back into the training user. So I have simply helped you with two of the operating system. One is the minimal, another is, yes, and the other one is the desktop version. So these two versions we are able to see now. Okay, let me get back to the presentation. Now let us explore more. Now we will go through some of the basic commands. After going through the basic commands, we will try to have certain more things, and we will have a little discussion on how you can create your first, second, third shell scripts. So first, let us understand the basic command, because after that only you'll be able to create that. In basic command, I'll be focusing on cd, ls, mkdir, cp, mv, rm, ln, these kind of commands, which will help you to basically work with your files, your folders, and navigate from one folder to another. So these things are the things which we are going to explore. Now, this is my desktop version. So let me take you to this one as of now. Okay. So here, the first command I would like to tell you is ls. So ls command is list command. So ls shows me the list of all the files and folders which are there inside the folder where I am currently located. Similarly, I'll parallelly take you through the desktop version, and here also let me make it full screen, and let me just make the terminal text little larger so that you can see. So here you can again see that we have files and folders displayed. Fine. So now we need to know where exactly I am, where I'm present. So for that, I have a command pwd that tells me where I am located. So I am inside a folder called as training. So there is a folder home. Inside that, there is a folder training. That is my current location. Similar way, in the minimal version, let's type the same command. So in the minimal version, if I type pwd, you can see I'm inside /root. Okay, so what is happening here? Here basically I'm able to see that I'm inside the folder root, and inside the folder root I did ls, and because of ls I was able to see different files starting from anaconda-ks.cfg, hadoop 2.7.2.tar.gz. So these are the kind of files and folders like practice, sample, and data we are able to see. Now let us understand the colors. Whatever you are able to see in the white color, they are files. Other things you are able to see in blue color, they are folders. And rest one is your red color, that is your compressed files. We will see about compressed files as well. Similarly, let us go to the desktop version. Here also you can see I don't have any compressed file here, so nothing in red, but I have something in black and something in blue. You can understand that in my minimal terminal, the backward screen is of black color, therefore the files are of white color. Similar way, in case of my desktop version, my background color of the terminal is white, therefore these files are in black color. This much logic is there in the coloring scheme, and these are as usual blue only. The folders are blue only. Now let us move ahead and do something with the GUI part. So here I have trainings home folder. I'm going inside it so that visually also you get the confirmation that whatever we are doing with the help of terminal is very much possible to work with your mouse and do that. So this is trainings home folder, and you can see desktop, documents, downloads. Let me go to the terminal back again. Here also you can see desktop, documents, downloads, Eclipse, pictures, and here you can see desktop, documents, download, Eclipse, pictures. So which means that whatever you will browse through, or if you create a file over here, okay, I'm creating a document here, an empty file, and I'm naming it as testing file creation. So we have created a file and the name is testing file creation. And let me go back into the terminal and let me do ls. Are we able to see the testing file creation here? You can just write in the chat box, are you able to see the testing file creation here? Now let me move ahead. So if you are able to see, congratulations, because it is present here. So this is the testing file creation. So that file has been created. So this gives you a map in the brain that yes, whatever you work on the command line, that actually can be explored with the help of GUI. But whenever you don't have a GUI, then everything you have to keep into your head that if I'm creating something, it is getting created at the back end. This might be a little difficult for the beginner, but you can always go back, watch it again, go back, watch it again. Okay, that is something you can do. And if you don't understand anything, please do write in the comment box. I'll try to answer them. Okay, so let me work through this place. Yes. Now I'll be going towards desktop. So desktop is a directory here. You can see that desktop is a directory here. I'll be going into desktop. So I'm doing cd and desktop. And now if I do pwd, it shows that I have come inside desktop. So because I am inside desktop, now I would like to explore creation of folders and navigating into the folder. So I will create a folder with the help of mkdir. The command is make directory. In Linux, we call the folders as directory. So I am creating a directory here and I'm naming the directory as today is May. So I'll just create it as May data. Okay. So this is May data directory. I'll do ls. You can see that May data directory has been created. And here again, you can see that inside desktop, if I will go, May data directory has been created. Why I'm taking you to both the places, just to make you understand, even if you don't have this access to GUI, you should be able to understand whatever you do in the terminal is completely mapped or is completely same as what we do with the help of GUI. I hope things are very much clear. You can keep on giving me confirmation on the chat in the, yes, on the chat in the in the YouTube comments. Okay, all right. So I have created a directory. Now, how to get into this directory? Again, you can write in the chat. I'm doing that. So cd May data. So I'm inside May data. How to check? I'm inside May data pwd. It will show you that where exactly you are. So I believe you are very good now with ls command and pwd command and the cd command, as well as mkdir. You are aware that it is used to create a directory. Now, before doing anything else, let me tell you that how you can delete one directory. So I'll create one more directory just to demonstrate how you can delete it. So mkdir, and I'm creating sample sample directory. ls, you can see the sample directory is created. Now I will try to delete this. So I will try to run a command rmdir and sample, and you can see the directory is deleted. So rmdir is the command to delete a directory. Now I will create the directory back again. So I'm creating the directory mkdir sample once again, and you can see the directory has been created. Now let me remove it with only rm command. So rm and sample. So rm is also a command using which you can delete the directory. And here it says that it cannot remove is a directory. So rm commands actually require one more argument, and which you can write here rm-r and enter, and then it will ask you remove directory sample. I can say yes and enter. So now you can see it has deleted. So rm is remove command, and r is basically a command to recursively delete the things inside the directory sample. Now let me help you to create a file. So we have a command touch. So this touch command is helping to create a file inside this particular directory. I'm inside May data, so I'm creating a file here, file.txt. So you can see that a file.txt has been created. It is visible over there. Now I want to delete this file.txt. So creation and deletion. So for deleting a file, simply rm and file.txt. It'll ask you remove regular empty file.txt. Just type yes and enter, and it has deleted that file. So now you know that touch is a command to create a file and rm is a command to delete a file. So rm command is used for both deleting a file as well as deleting a directory. Okay, so both of the things you can delete. Now let us move ahead and work more on creating a copy and moving a file from one location to another. Let us work on cp and mv command. Cp command is to copy one file and creating a copy of it at the same place or at some other place. Moving MV is a command to move one file from one place to another place, and it is used for renaming also, and it is used for both purpose also. If you want to move it from one place to another place, and in the other place it should have a new name, so you can move it as well as you can give a new name to it. So you can see it is multi-purpose. Now, what is the primary difference between copy and move? You can write in the chat box. Meanwhile, I'm demonstrating. Let me tell you, hash in Linux is a comment. Okay, so with the hash, I'm showing you cp, that is copy command. So let us move ahead. Now, for cp demonstration, I should have a file. I don't have anything here, so I will create a file touch. I'll create file.txt. So I have a file.txt, ls, you can see here. I want to create a copy of it. So I'll write cp and I'll write file.txt. So cp is the command, file.txt is the first argument. What do you want to copy? You write here. And you have to write a new name of the copy. I'll write file, okay, file.txt. So I'll just write file1.txt, enter. So you can see that cp is the command, file.txt is the source file which needs to be copied, and this is the destination file where the data has to be written. And now if I do ls, you can see that I have two files, file.txt, and there is another file, file1.txt. So I have created a copy of file.txt and into a new file, file1.txt. Now don't get confused. You might be saying, why file1.txt? This is very much possible because I was keeping both the files into same place, therefore I have done it. If you were doing something like from one place to another place, you could have kept same name also. I will demonstrate you that as well. For example, I want to copy this file.txt from my data to the previous directory. So I can just type dot dot slash and enter. So now dot dot means a previous directory, I will type pwd. Can you put it in the comment? What is the previous directory? In this case, you can see the whole path, slash home, slash training, slash desktop, slash me data. Can you see here? Can you tell me what is the previous directory? Please, you can write it in the chat box if you're able to identify. So you will get the answer right away. I'm doing cd dot dot enter, and this is the previous directory, pwd. The desktop is the previous or the parent directory. And here I'll do ls, and I should be able to see file.txt here as well. And congratulations, you have the file.txt here, right? I believe you are able to understand. What am I doing? With the help of cp command, I can create a copy of one file. Copy doesn't mean the name of the file. Copy means content of the files. So we have not yet started putting anything inside the file. Let me demonstrate with that purpose also. Now, because this is GUI, so let me help you with GUI as well. I'll click here on applications. I'll go to accessories. I'll create one gedit text. I'll open this gedit text editor and I'll create a file. So here you can see this is my gedit, and I'll try to create a file here. Let me just, yeah. So I will write here, today is Sunday. happy Sunday and happy Linux. Okay, so I have written few things here. Now I'll save this file and I'll name it as demo.txt. And you can see that this is saving it under training. Training means home location, and I'm saving it. So this file has been saved. All right, so now let me go to terminal and now let me show you where is it. So cd space tilde. So tilde is the sign which will take you to the home directory, and I will show you what is the home directory /home/training, because by default the file gets stored into the home directory. So I'm inside home directory. I will do ls, and are you able to see? Quickly respond me by saying yes or no. So here I can see that yeah, I'm getting the responses. So you are able to see it? Yes, I'm getting the responses as yes. So here you can see that demo.txt is created. Let me help you with one command. Here we can see that it is containing today is Sunday. It is containing happy Sunday and happy Linux. So can we see it here also? Yes, we can obviously see it here also with the help of a command, which is cat command. So cat demo.txt, and you can see that today is Sunday. We are able to see today is Sunday. We are able to see happy Sunday and happy Linux. So whatever content is there, you are able to see with the help of command cat. So this is another command you have just learned. Now let me demonstrate you with copy. So I want to copy this into desktop. So let me do that. So cp command source file. What is the name of the source file? Demo.txt. What is the destination? Destination is desktop, and enter. So you can see that I have given two arguments or two parameters. First parameter is source and second parameter is destination. So two parameters I have given. So the file will get copied from first parameter to the second parameter. This is what I'm doing here. Now let us go to desktop. Can you quickly write what is the command to go to desktop? How will it start? Okay, quick responses. Fine. Now let me tell you. cd space desktop, enter, and ls. So here you can see that I have the file demo.txt. And let me cross check. So how to cross check? Again, the same command cat demo.txt. And you can see the same content over here. So this is how what is happening. The content of one file is getting copied into content of another file. The other file may be of same name, may be of different name. In this example, the demo file name remains same. But let me tell you, if I do cp, let me copy this file into may data. We have created this may data directory. Let me copy this demo.txt into may data. Okay, let me do that. So cp demo.txt and may data, but I want to change the name. I will change the name as file.data. I'm changing the name of the file from demo.txt. I'm naming the file as file.data and enter. And it is successfully run. Let me do ls. Sorry, let me go to may data. So may data, enter. And you can see that here we have file.data. It is present. Again, cross check with the help of cat command, cat file.data. And you can see that here we have today is Sunday, happy Linux. You're able to see the same content. I hope this gives a clarity on cp command. Two arguments. First is cp, then two arguments, source file and the destination file. In the destination path, you may have the file name as it is, or you can change the file name. That is totally allowed, but the content will remain same. Now, very similar way, we have move command. The only difference in move command, I asked you a difference. Okay, so what is the difference? The difference is in move command, the file will get moved from one place to other place. In copy command, the file is here also, file is present in the other place also. So at both the places, you have the file. In move command, what is happening? You have the file here, you are taking it, you are putting it at other place. So this is the difference between both of them. Let me do that as well for you. So here I have this file.data. I'm creating a directory here, and the directory name is sample. You can see that I have a sample directory now. I will move the file.data into sample. For that, mv command is there, and file.data, and into sample I'm moving it. So I'm doing ls. You can see the file.data is now no more here. This is what is the difference. If I would have done cp, file.data would have been here, but it is not here. That means it has been taken from here into the folder sample. Let me go to cd sample, and here you can see we have file.data. So this is how you can move it. And if you just want to rename it, then you can just write mv file.data, and you can rename it as, let's say you want to name it as data.txt, enter, and you can see that it has been renamed as data.txt. So this is how move command works. Again, in move command also, you have two arguments. One is source argument, second is the destination argument. Source path with the file name and destination path with the file name you have to mention. In this case, we don't have to give the whole path because we are in the same folder where the file is present. Therefore, we are not giving the whole path. We're directly writing name of the file. In the second case, if you see here data.txt, we are again renaming the file in the same folder. Therefore, we are not giving the whole path. Okay, path, this much is relevant in this case. All right. Now let me help you with one more concept, and that is called as link. Links are shortcuts. You must have seen shortcuts in Windows. Even if you go for Google Drive, there also you can create shortcuts. Okay, earlier it was not there, but they created that option that you can create shortcuts of folders. So now here also I will help you that how can you create shortcuts. So shortcut is called as link, and ln is the command for it. So ln is the command, and now you create a shortcut of file data.txt, because now the file name is data.txt. So ln data.txt, and I'm writing as d. Okay, so here you can see I have d and I have data.txt. So one is a shortcut and another is the real file. So ls-ltrh I'm doing, and here you can see that I have two files. Okay, one is data.txt and another is d. D is the shortcut. D is the shortcut. There's another way of creating shortcut, ln-s and data.txt, and I'll create ds. Okay, so you can see that I have two links created over here. Okay, or two shortcuts created over here. Now what will happen to these shortcuts? Let me tell you. So ln is link, -s is soft link, and ln is link without -s I have created in this case. So two links will behave differently. Now let me do one thing. What I'm doing, I'm going to remove the file. Quickly tell me what is the command for removing a file. Okay, do you remember? It is rm. So rm is the command for removing a file. I'm removing data.txt, and I'm saying yes. So I have removed the file data.txt from here, and you can see that there is a difference. Do you identify the difference in ds? What has happened? The d is as it is, but if you see, the ds is changed. If I do cat d, you can see I'm seeing the whole content. But if I try to do cat ds, you can see no such file or directory. This gives us enough sense that what is the ln-s. So ln creates a link with a hard copy. There is a content copied into the memory separately. Even if you delete the original content, your content will be safe. But if you create ln-s, a soft link, in that case, if the original content is deleted, that link becomes dangling and is of no use. So therefore, we have lost the data in case of ds. Okay, I believe you are understanding the concept here. You can rewind back and check. If you want more detail, you can write in the comment box. I can give you more discussion on this part. So here the ds does not have any meaning for me, so I'm removing ds as well. So typing yes, so ds also I have removed. Now let us move ahead and explore certain more commands. I'm going back to the presentation now. So we have explored the basic commands, and let me go to manipulation of the files. Another very important thing, that how you can manipulate the file. Out of these, I have helped you with touch command. Touch command is used for creating a file. Then gedit you will get only with the help of UI part, GUI part. Okay, so let me just demonstrate. So if you try to work with the GUI on the terminal, so this is my minimal installation. If I try to work upon gedit here, okay, gedit and some file name, let's say abc.txt. So it is going to give me a command error, that command not found, a message, that command not found. So why is it giving me this particular option? Okay, there's a reason why is it giving me this particular option, because gedit brings up a pop-up. So here in this particular shell, there are no pop-ups which can come out and you can type there. Therefore, it becomes very easy for the beginners to work with this particular environment where the GUI is installed. So here you can write gedit, and with the help of gedit, you can create a new file or you can open up a new old file. So let me just do ls. So here we have a file d. So I will do gedit and I'll press d and enter. So you can see that this d file is having the content as today is Sunday, happy Sunday. If you want to edit it, you just edit it. I am editing this file. So I have written I am editing this file. This is very easy. Control S works here. Then you can do Control F4. Everything works here. And now if I perform cat command on D, you can see the content is added. I'm editing this file and this line has been added. This is the simplest way. But as I said, if you don't get this desktop environment, if you have just getting connected to a shell and you want to perform, in that case, go with VI or VIM. VI and VIM are very similar, I'll tell you. So let's say I create a file, VI, and I create a file, a Python file, let's say, or a Java file. So I'll create students, students.java. I have created a Java file. This is a kind of environment which will open. Here you need to press I to get into insert mode. So I will have to press I to get into insert mode, and this brings up, if you see here or at the bottom, insert is written. So it comes into insert mode. If I press escape, you can see that that insert has gone out. So if you want to get into insert mode, you have to press I. You will be getting inside the insert mode. Now you can type anything here. So this file is, sorry, I can write a comment over here. Okay, so yeah, a comment. So this file is created with vi. Okay, so this file is created with vi. This is what is the comment I have written. And then I can write class, and class is student, and I can just write the brackets, and I can write here public static void main. Okay, so here if you want, you can write, okay, string arguments, string args. Okay, so you can keep on writing the program. I'm not interested to write the program as of now. Yes, so this is how you can keep on writing. I'm just saving it. So here you can see I have done it with the help of vi, and with vim also I can do this. Okay, so the same file has got opened up. So vi and vim, the only difference is that vi mostly it shows you things in the form of just black and white screen, but in this case it is showing me colored, so I cannot tell you much difference here. Let me just try to show you difference with the help of some other file. So I'm just opening one file, etc profile. So this is a file. So yeah, that's not making much difference. So either of them you can use, vi or vim. The difference verbally, let me tell you. Let me do it in the other one. Okay, so here let's do the same thing. So here if I do vi and /etc profile, and here you can see everything you are able to see in black and white. Now I'm coming out of the file and I'm doing vim and /etc profile, and in this case you can see you are able to see things in different colors. That means each of the letter, a word, or a variable, or keyword written here has got some color. So you're able to see all the colors, and this becomes more readable. Therefore I really love vim over vi. Okay, so therefore you can always install vim package and you can work with vim. This is the difference which we are able to see. If you want to clear out the screen, we have a command clear, and it clears the screen. Okay, that is one more command just now we discussed and learned. Once again, I'm telling about vi. So with the help of vi, you can either create a file or you can open a file. So I'm opening a file now, vi, and the file name is student.java. Enter. So file is created. If you want to insert something, you have to press I. With the help of I, you can insert something. So I'll insert here. Let's say system dot out dot print ln, and I'm putting here hello world. Hello world. Okay, so I'm putting here hello world. So you can see that I'm inserting something. After inserting something, again you have to come out of insert. You can press escape. You can see that you have come out of insert. Once again press I, you are again inside insert. Keep observing this bottom line. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand. Escape, you are coming out of insert. I, you are getting inside the insert mode. So come out of insert mode by pressing the escape button on normally present on left hand side top. Then you can press, okay, understand, this is important. There is a shift button and there is a colon. Colon is the two dots. Okay, so press shift and hold it and press colon. So I'm doing that. You can see the bottom left side colon. So in the bottom left side, you can see that the colon is printed. So this is basically you are into. Now either you can save, you can quit, or you can save and quit. So here if you write W and enter, it saves. It has been saved. Okay, save means written. So here 131 characters have been written. This is what it is telling. Again, I will go to escape. I'll go to shift colon. And now I will write Q, that is for quit purpose, enter. So I'm out of the file now. This is very important. Again, you listen back and perform this operation. Many beginners, they find it difficult to work with VI initially. So this was about the file editor, how you can basically edit the files, and this was about VI. Now let us move ahead, and now let me tell you for shell scripts. Again, shell scripts are wonderful way to automate the things. Okay, if you want to automate, you can work with shell scripts. How to create a shell script? I have written the steps here. You may take a screenshot of it, because later on when I'm executing, if you are parallelly doing it, it will help you. So open the terminal. Second, navigate to the place where you want to create the script. So navigate to a directory or a folder. And after that, you can create a file. You know, touch is a command to create a file. And here you can see touch hello.sh. So you can create a file. After creating, next thing you can do is vi hello.sh, because we can open the file. Inside that, you write what you want to execute, and then we have a command which changes the permissions of that particular file. So changing the permission, you have to run this command chmod 744. This will change the permissions on that particular directory, and after that you have to run sh or /sh file name, that script name, or you just have to write /hello. This much only you have to do. So let me go and let me create a script for you, a simple script. Okay, so let me show you one simple script. Echo basically means it is a similar command to print or display something. So echo hello world, and hash are basically your comments. So let me create a first script for you. So I'm already inside sample, and I'm good to create a script here. Let me clear the screen. I have cleared the screen, and let me create a file with the help of touch command. So touch, and I will name it as disk.sh. I'm naming the file as disk.sh. Enter. You can see that I have a file here, disk.sh. So you can see that I have followed the first step. The first step was open terminal. That was already done. And navigate to the place. I have done that. Then cd enter. So I have come into that, and I, I don't want to get into the cd, that is the home directory. I am inside my folder. So touch hello.sh. So I have written touch disk.sh. What next I have to do? After that, with the help of vi, I have to write a command. Or instead of vi, you can use nano. We have not discussed nano. If you want, I can create a video for nano also. Nano is another file editor. You can work with nano as well. So then I will be creating a file, and vi, fifth step I have to do. So let me do fifth step here, vi disk.sh. And here I need to write, I can write a command, my first script, and I will just write echo echo, and here I can write hello world, and I can write happy Sunday. Again, the same thing, escape, shift : WQ, enter. I'm out of it. ls, we have this. Now, what is the next command after vi? I have to write chmod. This is basically modifying the permissions. 744, again, these are basically numbers for handling the permissions. If you want, I can again explain you in some other video on the permissions as well. So chmod 744 and the file name. So here I will write chmod and 744, and the file name is disk.sh, and now you can see the color has been changed. So slowly and gradually you will be able to understand that each file of a little different type will have a different color. So tell me what is the color of the folders, what is the color of ln-s, a soft link, what is the color of the files, and what is the color of tar file? You can write in the comment box. Okay, so tar files are red in color, and rest you can write in the comment box. Okay, now this has become executable. The next step is how to run the executable. You have two ways here to write executable. The one way is sh hello.sh, and other way is /hello.sh. These are the two ways to run. I'll run it in both the ways. So I can write sh and disk.sh. Let me write the correct name. And you can see hello world, happy Sunday. It has executed that. Similar way, I can write it as /disk.sh. It is again printing the same thing. Hope you're getting this. So two ways. One is sh and the file name. Another is /. Either of the way you can choose. So this is how you can run your scripts. So this was the first script. Let me take you to the second script now. In the second script, Yeah, in the above code, what has happened in the above code, this hash. So this is basically this is just a comment. Okay, so whatever you want to write in hash, you can write that. Second is actual command, the main part of the script. So echo hello world was the main part of the script. Now in the second script, what we will do, we will write this way. Listen here. Okay, echo hello at the dollar user. So dollar is basically a character used for denoting a variable. So after dollar, I have written user. So that means I am denoting a variable. So here I am writing echo hello dollar user. So it will print the username. And then here you can see echo, hey, I am user and will be telling you about the current processes. Okay. And then it is writing echo running processes list, and PS is the command to run processes. So let me help you with this. And let me take you here. Let me run the PS command first. So PS tells us the different processes running here. You can see that it is showing us the list of processes which are running. So this command we will put in the script, but in an interesting way. So let me create, so touch touch and process process.sh. Okay, so process.sh, I'm writing this as a file name. I will do vi and process.sh. I'll press I, and this is my second script. This is my second script. Okay, this is my second script. What I need to do, I will first echo, that is print. So hello, and I'll put a dollar here and USER user, and I will just write. So let us do step by step. Let me tell you how you should do it. Okay, let me not tell you in my way how you should do it. You have written this much, save it, escape shift colon WQ, save it. And now make it executable. So chmod, and after writing chmod 744 and process.sh, enter. It has become executable /process.sh. It is saying hello training. Why is it saying hello training? Because you can see training at the rate localhost. Okay, let me do one more thing. Sudo su takes you to the root user. Can you observe here? Root at the rate localhost. Okay, and I'm inside the same folder. I'll do process.sh hello root. How interesting is it? It has become dynamic. So when I was logged in as root user, it was saying hello training. Sorry, when I was logged in as training user, it was saying hello training. And when I am logged in as root user, it is saying hello root. So this is how you can make it a little dynamic. So I'm exiting from the root user. Exit is the command to come out of the root user. Two new things you have learned here. Sudo su will take you to the root user, and exit will take you out of the root user and back into the training user. Again, if you require more clarity on this part, again, you write, I'll tell you about more on sudo and su commands. Okay, let's move ahead and write something more in the same script. So vi and process.sh. Here, press I and enter. Second thing, echo echo, and I will be, let me introduce, I am $USER. Okay, I am, so here it will come training USER user. I'm training user. I will be telling you about the current processes. So whatever current processes are running, I'll be telling you about them. Okay, this is what I want to say. And I will just perform echo once more, and I will write list of the processes. Okay, so list of the processes, here the list will be displayed, and PS is the command. Let me save it, escape shift colon WQ. And already we have made this script as executable. This is in green color. So I can just write /process.sh, enter. So you can see that hello training. Okay, I'm training user. I'll be telling you about current processes, list of processes, and it is telling us about many processes here. Okay, fine. So this is, I hope this is clear. Okay, so this is how you can write your scripts. Let me take you to one more script. Okay, a simple script, one more script. The third script. Here we will ask somebody, okay, and we will create a variable, we'll read from them, and we will print the same thing. So you can see that echo, you have understood what is echo. It will display something. So we are asking, hey, what's your first name? And then we are writing the read a. So this is very simple, self-explanatory. Read is a command to read from the terminal, and a is basically the variable. So whatever user is going to write, it is going to insert it into a variable. Then echo welcome Mr. or Mrs. $A. So I told you already, if I type $user, user is a standard variable. Similar way here, a is also a variable. So the things will be getting written into this particular a variable. So let's write this script and let's execute it. So this will be the third and last script, just an introduction to script as well. So here, let me create a script. So touch, and I'll write chat.sh. Okay, because it's like a chatting part. So that chat.sh is created. I'll do vi chat.sh, and here I'll start writing. So this is my third script, third script. Okay, and in this script, let me start with echo echo, and here I will write, hey, what's your good name? Okay, so I'm asking what's your good name, and then I will read name. So name is a variable, I'm reading the name. Then I'll write echo good morning, or let's make it very generic, greetings Mr. or Mrs. then dollar, and I mean name. So this becomes a variable. Okay, so we are greeting them, and after that, if you would like to do something more, you can keep on asking and chatting with them. Maybe let's make it more interesting. Echo, and here I'll write, what would you like to have today? So a question I'm asking, and then again I'll read whatever that person is going to reply. I'm reading that again. So I'm reading it like item. So whatever item they are going to tell, and then echo, and I'll say, whatever is the name, Mr. or Mrs. dollar name, we will serve you shortly. Okay, so serve you, shortly, serve you shortly with whatever is the name, and the name is item. So $item, item. So we'll shortly serve you with that particular item. Okay, and greetings. After that also, let me put one. Okay, so let me save this and let's execute this one. Did we make it executable? No. Chmod, and 744 we have to write. So 744 and chat.sh. It has become executable /chat.sh. So it is asking, hey, what's your good name? So I'm writing, my name is Kushal. Okay, so Kushal. So greetings, Mr. Kushal. What would you like to have? I say I would like to have tea. Okay, so Mr. Kushal, we will serve you shortly with tea. So how interesting it has become. So you can basically read some of the variables from the shell, from the from the keyboard input, and those you can utilize into your scripts. Okay, so any command you want to run, you just write it into the script with the sort of commands, additional commands you want, and then your script becomes wonderful, and it becomes things becomes automated. You want to run 10 commands always, so put those 10 commands into a script, it will execute it at once. Fine. So this much was about scripts. I hope you are getting it. You have questions, please do write. I'll answer you, maybe right away or after some time. Okay, now the last thing we'll be looking at is archiving and compression. So archiving or compression is, you must have heard about zip, you must have heard about maybe .7z. So we have different mechanism of compressing a file, okay, in order to make the size shorter, and in order to bring all things together. Normally at the time of when we want to give a backup, when we want to download a backup, so the files are getting compressed and put it into a single file. Okay, so here we have a utility which is called as tar. So tar is tape archive, and it is used to create archives, and it is used to extract archives. So we will see the tar here, and it has got multiple options. So I have put here, you can take a screenshot of it. So it creates archive. So if I write with C creates archive, X extracts archive, F creates a file with the given file name, and then T displays list of files which are archived. So we can use all of these or some of these which are required while we are doing a create operation or a extract operation. So let me take you here, and here we have multiple files, and what I will do, I will do tar hyphen cvf. Okay, so let's go here. Here you can see that C is for creating. So I'm now creating a tar file. X is for extraction. So if you already have a tar file, you need to use tar hyphen X. Okay, if you don't have, you want to create it, so you have to use tar hyphen C. And I have written V. V is for verbose. It will display like whatever it is doing, it will display on the screen. So it is optional. And I have written F. F is basically it's create the archive with a given name. So here what I'll do, tar hyphen cvf, and I will write here that scripts dot tar dot. Okay, let me just create till tar scripts dot tar, and this has to be tar. Let me make it tar, and then after that I can write star dot sh. So all the files which are ending with sh, you can see that this chat.sh, disk.sh, and this process.sh. So all those files will get into scripts.tar. So that has been done. You can see that a tar file has been created, a compressed file has been created where we have 1, 2, and 3. So 3 files are there. And now I want to extract it. So let me move it into other folder because already we have 3 files here. So let me create mkdir and stripts scripts. So I have created a scripts folder, and let me move it mv scripts.tar into scripts. I'm moving it into scripts, and let me go to scripts, cd scripts, and here you can see, and here I will do tar hyphen xvf. Now I'm extracting scripts.tar, and you can see the files are extracted. So simple. Like if you want to create tar hyphen c, you start with c. If you want to extract tar hyphen x, you can extract it out. Okay, all right. So this much only for today. And if you really liked it, so please like this video, subscribe, and share. If you have questions, please put them on the chat box. I'll come back, and I'll try to answer your questions in the form of live session or in the form of some or the other video format. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching, and let me stop sharing and hope you all are healthy and safe. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.